Now to our ongoing series, Climate in Crisis. They don't want to leave their home or community, but may have no choice. Climate change experts say it may happen to millions of people, and soon, if we don't prevent global warming. NBC Bay Area's Anoushah Rasta explains how more and more Americans are becoming refugees because of climate change.
When we say the word refugee, many of us think of war, political conflict, violence. But there is another kind of crisis that experts say will create millions of refugees for decades. And a lot of them will be from places like California.
Everybody is vulnerable to it. It doesn't matter how wealthy you are vulnerable to your environment.
Stanford emergency medicine doctor Paul Auerbach studies climate change and its impact on human health. He says the climate crisis is causing life-threatening problems like the wildfires in California or the storms in Texas, and forcing people to pick up and move their entire life somewhere else, making them climate refugees.
We were terrified of, we didn't ever want to go through that again. So we didn't want to live with trees around us.
Ann Martin and her boyfriend ditched California for Tucson, Arizona, right after she says their house in Paradise burned down in the campfire. Ann explains that the cost of living also made it hard to live here, but the fire and the fear that it could happen again next time forced them to finally move.
I don't want to lose what little I have left, I've already lost my most precious possessions are gone.
Dr. Auerbach says that it is estimated that more than 25 million people worldwide are forced to leave their communities every year because of weather events like wildfires, hurricanes, floods, and droughts. He says he's seen some estimates as high as 800 million people becoming climate refugees by the year 2050. He doesn't believe there's a single perfect place to live, but argues everybody from civilians and politicians to massive companies and foreign governments need to do their part to stop burning fossil fuels, sending toxins into the atmosphere, and warming the planet.
Personally, I think the most important thing is to live where you think you can be part of a community that's going to face this head on and try and mitigate it to the extent of preparation. It's not going to be easy, but it's not impossible. We won't get there in a hurry, but we can get there.
Experts agree that climate change will make many parts of the world uninhabitable, and even more quickly if we don't take steps to curb climate change. Dr. Auerbach predicts there will be many more stories like Ann Martin's, who had no choice but to leave the only place she's ever known as home when her life was in danger.
There were houses on fire around me, and I thought I was going to die, so I called my kids and I said goodbye to my kids.
Anoushah Rasta, NBC Bay Area News.